shadow past. Dust in my throat, grit in my grin. The war don't start, cause it's always been. Wheels grind bone beneath the sand. Kids run past, wires in hand. I don't know who to shoot no more, so I shoot the door. They said we bring peace. All I brought was ash. Welcome to the sandstorm sun, where angels choke on oil and gun, where maps like morals run. You a hero, you're just the next one. Welcome to the heat and bone, where names dissolve like desert stone. You're marching proud, you crawl back done. Welcome to the storm, my son. Convoy stalled in sacred dust. Choppers wear like broken trust. The prayer mats burn, the silence grows. Even God won't look this close. Footsteps echo down a minaret. We light the sky with our regret. They throw rocks, we send in lead. We build schools and leave them red. Welcome to the sandstorm sun, where angels choke on oil and gun, where maps like morals run. You a hero, you're just the next one. Welcome to the heat and bone, where names dissolve like desert stone. You're marching proud, you crawl back done. Welcome to the storm, my son. How many ghosts can fit in a rifle chamber? How many screams can a soldier forget? Count the kills, forget the names, burn the map. I dream of sand beneath my skin, of hands I shook, of lives I pinned, to walls of fire, to roads of lies, where even truth comes weaponized. I saw a boy throw bread and smile, he disappeared a second mile. Now all I see are blinking dots on screens that buzz like funeral plots. You live by the order, you die by the code, but no one orders the nightmares home. Welcome to the sandstorm sun, where angels fall and justice runs, where every kill's a loaded drum and every breath's a war begun. Welcome to the end you feared, no more gods, no more mirrors. You march in steel, you die in smoke. Welcome to the sandstorm cloak. Bravo 4, this is hell, but it's quiet now. I was born where the soul don't sleep, where mothers pray and fathers bleed. The sky cracked open by the time I crawled. The call to prayer drowned out it all. I watched my brother turn to flame, but still they whispered heaven's name. They gave me books, they gave me stones, and said this land, boy, is your bones. We are the sons of the prophet's fire, fed on ash and old empire. We speak in verses, dream in dust. Our blood is faith, our cause is just. Born to smoke, raised by flame, no face left here, remember shame. Taught me names I couldn't spell and pointed toward the gates of hell. But hell was here on every street, in every drone, in every heat. I held a rifle small and thin, too young to fight, too old to sin. But every ghost I saw today just looked like me, but ran away. If God is mercy, then why are we made of stone?
fight for something true. The truth is cracked like windows blue. I don't know peace, I never met a man who knew what not to regret. Now I walk with one eye gone and carry names that don't belong. But when I kneel, I still can hear my mother's voice. You're still here. We are the sons of the prophet's fire, burned too long to still aspire. We carry prayer like sharpened knives. We walk through death to earn our lives. Born from smoke, raised in war, can't tell who we're dying for. He said we were chosen, but so did the other side. So who does the desert belong to now? Slide fades into silence, one harmonica note holds and dies. They say war's a storm, but this city don't move. It just watches. Patrol at midnight, boots on stone. Every window stares like a headstone. Neon signs flicker but don't say much. Just shadows dancing out of touch. We move slow like broken ghosts, past twisted steel and ash gray posts. Each breath I take, the walls reply with silence thick enough to lie. This is the concrete choir, singing low in static fire, where sermons come in bullet shells and saints are lost in bombed out wells. This is the concrete hymn sung through dust and cold limbs. Every echo might be God or just the sound of what's been flawed. There's a prayer scrawled on a shattered door in blood or pain, I'm not sure. Someone died with words half spoken, now I carry them like a cruel joke. My hands don't tremble but they burn with every corner that we turn. The boy beside me hums too loud, he's just a kid, ain't that loud? If I die here, will they spell my name right? Or just count me in the noise? Shot rings out like broken glass. My heart don't jump, it just lets it pass. I learned to tell what matters now. The loud ones miss, the soft ones howl. We finish loop and head on back. Smoke and sweat coat every crack. The city don't sleep and neither do I. I just pretend I'm not asking why. This is the concrete choir singing to barbed wire spires. We light the night with muzzle flares and preach through scars that no one wears. This is the choir of dust and flame, where no one's clean and none to blame. If heaven hears it, don't reply, just lets us pass and walk on by. We were taught to bow to mercy, but mercy left with the last wind. My father sold bread by the olive gate. Now the gate is gone and so is fate. My mother sang a voice so clean, now it echoes where the roof had been.
The books are ash, the floor is flame, and every name now sounds the same. The only thing that doesn't fade is the dust that won't be prayed. These are ashes and they'll be words too heavy, sounds too quick. I speak them soft, I write them slow, but no one here remembers though. These are names that burned in clay. No flags, no songs, no side to stay. There's a wall where my brother drew a tree, a sun, a flag he knew. Now there's a hole the tank left wide, and he ain't drawn a thing since that night. I carry bread, I carry fear, same bag, same path every year. But each time more of us are less, like time itself forgot our mess. They fight with reasons, with borders, with pride. But when a home burns, it doesn't pick a side. I've seen men cry with their tongues tied shut, seen children sleep in bombed out huts, and every sound that used to sing now rattles like a rusted ring. Still I speak, still I write, still I dream with quiet eyes. But even dreams turn black and slow when the ground forgets where seed should grow. These are ashes and misery, not poetry, not politics, just stories left in broken glass that no one dares to ask who passed. These are names that once held light, now whisper to survive the night. And if the war forgets us all, I will still remember how my mother pronounced hope.
I rode in back of the third rig deep, sand in my mouth, no time for sleep. Steel plates shaking to the engine's hum. 4 trucks back, they caught the drum. One loud pop, then fire-kissed sky. I saw the mirror catch a guy. He didn't scream, just turned to red. Now I'm the last one left instead. Dead Convoy blues rolling on with busted glass and names gone wrong. Smoke still curls where stories end, and metal melts where prayers bend. Dead Convoy blues, just me and flame. No badge, no rank, no one to blame. Heroes just sent to haul ammo crates and hopes too small. Joked about beer back home that night. Now they're just shadows in firelight. The sand don't care, the sky stays mute, and radios don't play last salutes. So I keep driving, one wheel crack, their voices riding on my back. Henderson sang real loud before it. Just tired, cracked, and plain as a dawn. Corbin showed me pics of his dog. Now the seats are just smoke and ribs and ghosts. I found a phone in the ash and bone, still blinking green like it's not alone. Message said, tell mom I'm fine. Guess no one hit send in time. I left the road and took a turn. Buried dog tags where oil still burns. Wrote no report, took no command. Just lit a smoke and watched it land. Dead Convoy blues, all that's left is tire marks and breathless death.
a truck that groans like it knows sin, and a wheelman that won't go in. Dead convoy blues ain't no parade, just rust and rattle in the mess we made. And so am I, but the road keeps humming like it don't give a damn. Slow slide up it, work up it. Sign my name in Texas heat. Boots still clean, heart still beat. They handed me glass that looked real far. Saw a boy, then came the scar. First shot rang like Sunday bells, but no one cheered, just empty shells. He had a kite, red string and green. Now I can't sleep without that scene. Is it mercy or is it aim? When the crosshair calls a father's name, I pull the trigger, then I pray. But the prayer don't stay. Now I sit in broken stone, gun and ghost both carved in bone. They radio target building 5. I whisper, Lord, keep him alive. But orders come like southern rain, fast and loud and full of pain. So I hold my breath and squeeze on 3. He falls, but don't look at me. Is it mercy or is it war? When every soul becomes a score, I see his face, then I look away, and the prayer won't stay. Mama used to say the Lord sees all, but I hope he's blind today. 'Cause if he saw what I see, he'd cry or burn it all. One more tour, then I'll be done. A cabin, a dog, a southern sun. But how do I hold a wife's sweet gaze with hands that end so many days? I'll lie, I'll smile, I'll drink at dawn, say it's over now, though it ain't gone. And when I tuck my son to bed, will I see the kites above his head? Is it mercy or is it sin? When no one knows who's right within, I pull the trigger, then I pray. But the prayer won't stay. Tell the wind I tried. Just don't say my name.
The soft red bilge, steel strings ring with slow slide bends. We don't talk much during mornings out here. They feel too holy.
I sat on coffee warm and faith in dust. The sun came up like it always do, and fell to gold for what we knew. I cleaned my rifle bolt and steel, thought of hands that used to feel like mama's porch and pine wood swing before I carried deadly things. Sunlight on the barrel, soft and clean, made me think of fields and 17. For just one breath, the war stood still, and I remembered what it means to feel. The sand was quiet, wind just right, no bird in sight, no drone in flight, just me and metal, warm and clear, and memories I don't let near. A photo in my jacket's fold, of smiles I left in days of old. I held that gun like something strange, and wondered how I ever changed. Sunlight on the barrel, golden truth, cut through the heat, cut through my youth. For just a blink, I was in war, just a boy behind a broken door. Some mornings out here feel like a lie, too beautiful to be this close to hell. I heard the call, it's time to move, another target, same old groove. But in my chest a spark held tight, a little sun to last the night. I stood up slow, gun in hand, with dirt below and orders planned. But every time I squeeze that steel, that moment shine still feels real. Sunlight on the barrel, just that frame, where death and beauty shared a name. I won't forget that quiet gleam, it proved I still know how to dream. A final slide bends high like the sun climbing up the sky. Harmonica echoes one long note, then silence.
Dust rising in the rear view glass, 5 of us riding way too fast. Supposed to pull a body out dead and done, but war don't stop, just the mornings come. Tailor chewed gum, boots half laced, Hendrix joke loud, mask on his face. I gripped my gun, heart full of steel, but the sand knew better what was real. And the sand cries too when blood runs through. It don't forget what we undo. You can burn the maps, drown the truth, but the sand cries too. It cries for you. We reached the point, smoke still warm. The truck was wrecked, the frame was torn. A boot stuck out from under chrome. Hendrix ran south, bring him home. But shots rang out like broken glass. One to the neck, dropped him fast. Tailor froze, I pulled him down. My hands still smell like burning ground. Yeah, the sand cries too when the guns ring through. Don't matter who, it cries for you. It don't take sides, don't wear no boots, but the sand cries too, and it knows the truth. We thought we were ghosts, clean in and out.
desert don't play fair, remembers every footstep.
We left two there, couldn't get them back. One torn vest, one body black. I carry names I won't repeat, like wading boots in desert heat. I told their moms we did our best, left out the part where I forgot the rest. But each time wine kicks up that dune, I hear them scream beneath the moon. The sand cries too, don't call it dead. It sings in silence, blood instead. Forget your medals, forget what's due, 'cause the sand cries too, louder than you. One last slide bends like a scream cut short, engine idle fades, silence returns. There ain't no grave markers in the wind, but that don't mean they ain't there. We buried sand behind the ridge, no time for prayers, just stones and bridge. Dog tag's gone, his face not whole, but I still see him when I roll. They marked the log with MIA, but I know just where he lay. Dust covered him like warm regret and whispered, he ain't done yet. The dust don't bury names, it holds them close like smoke and flame. You think they're gone, you think it's clean, but every wind still knows what's been. No flag, no rank, no flame remains, but the dust don't bury names. Crews bled out behind that wall, called my name, I let him fall. There were too many guns, too many sights. I ran, but I still hear him nights. He said, tell my girl I fought real hard, but the letter burned inside the car. They told his mom he died with pride, but I was there, and they all lied. The dust don't bury names, it swirls round boots like silent blame. We try to drink, we try to pray, but the desert don't forget a day. It don't need marble, flags, or fame, 'cause the dust don't bury names. They say time covers all things, but out here, time's made of grit. Grit remembers. Now I ride roads they'll never pave, with memories I'll never brave. Sometimes I stop, just let it blow, and feel the names I'll never show. They ain't in books or carved in steel, but every step I take feels real, like Sam and Cruz are riding too, in dust that sticks like desert truth. The dust don't bury names, it carves them deep in shifting plains. Even if the brass forgets the dirt, don't let you pay no debts. 1,000 wins, 1,000 claims, still the dust don't bury names.
They folded the flag, I folded my sleeves.
I light a smoke with yesterday's flame, pour his bourbon, call his name. The porch don't creak like it used to do, maybe it broke the day he did too. Neighbors send their goddamn pies, say he's a hero, I see their months and 2 whole years. Now all I got's the smell of gear. The widow drinks alone tonight. No folded flag could make it right. You take a man, then send back bones, and leave a woman drunk with gold. He rode from tents and dust and fire. Said I miss your laugh, your hair, that tire. Now all that's left's his half-used comb, an order stamp from men in chrome. I wear black, but not for grace. I wear it like a slap to face. They sent a check, a note, a pen, but not the man I tucked in sin. The widow drinks alone again. No chaplain speech can make amends. The war is over when you say, but in this house it wants to stay.
I didn't marry a martyr. I married a man who liked fried chicken, cheap jokes, and back seats.
I danced with ghosts at 2 a.m. Still said his pledge, still cursed the men who signed the wars and sip red wine while I drowned mine in bitter shine. They said he died for something good, then left me wood where once he stood. But I know better than they do. The war took me and took him too. The widow drinks alone, you see, with every shot. He drinks with me. There ain't no peace, there ain't no stone, just me and bourbon, skin and bone. The widow drinks, she drinks alone.
I carried that Bible like a laugh holding my rifle.
First page torn, second one down. Red dirt smudged across the book of Lamb. Wrote my name next to David's song. But out here everything feels wrong. I turned the dial on the soldier's set, trying to find a sermon, yeah. But all I heard was crackling snow, like heaven didn't want to show. There's static on the songs tonight, no signal, no saving light. I whisper lines through blood and smoke, but the echoes never spoke. If there's a God, he's gone to ground. 'Cause these prayers don't make a sound. I saw a man cry before he died. He mouthed the Lord's Prayer and opened wide, his eyes like windows shot with glass. I held his hand till he passed. Back home they sing in Sunday pews, while we sing hymns in broken shoes. The only choir I've known for years is mortar shells and ringing ears. There's static on the Psalms again, pages torn by desert wind to call out names I used to trust. But get back,
not the one that knows my name. I asked for a sign. All I got was silence wrapped in thunder. The pastor back home said faith don't break, but he ain't seen how the body shake. He ain't buried boys with open eyes, still gripping Bibles undisguised. There's static on the Psalms tonight, no angels, just a trace of light. I closed the book, I set it down, 'cause maybe silence holy now. If there's a God behind these flames, He knows I called but heard no name. If you're still out there.
They took the fire, we kept the fire.
We were five in a burning truck, no orders left, no goddamn love. Radio dead, supplies all gone, but no one left, 'cause no one runs. They wore the patch, we wore the scars. They gave us maps, we followed stars. Name stitched tight on bullet vests, that's all we trusted, nothing less. We're brothers with no flag to wave, just fists and boots and ground to save. They talk of war in marble halls, we bleed where silence never calls. No nation, rank or medal tag, just brothers with no flag. Dirt in our teeth, blood in our boots, scream through hell and hand me suits. They said we'd fight for liberty, but now we fight for who's left of we. Dan lost 3 toes in Sector 4, still limps and grins and asked for more. Jones took lead and didn't fall, said they ain't taking none of y'all. We're brothers with no flag to hold, but heat and steel and hearts gone cold. We don't salute no phantom name, we toast the ones who stayed through flame. No patch, no badge, no base or brag, just brothers with no flag. I don't care what color you bleed, if you're next to me when it rains, leave. You're my goddamn country. Letters home, we never sin, 'cause words don't fix or make amends. But every scar and every burn marks the path we don't return. When the war forgets our names, we'll be ash among the flames. But ask us why we still held fast. We fought for us and made it last. We're brothers with no flag to raise, no anthem, just the grit that stays. We carve our names in rifles worn and die for bonds that can't be torn. The flag may burn, the map may drag, but still we stand. Just brothers with no flag.
We came with flag, we left it ghost. I've seen boots without the legs, rings on fingers caught in dregs, letters blown across the sand, names that never held a hand. They talk of glory, honor, shine, but I've shoveled more than my own spine. And in the silence after war, I hear the ground ask, got any more? The earth eats what we leave, doesn't cry, doesn't grieve. It takes the teeth, attacks the shame, and swallows whole our hollow names. We bring it blood, it gives back none, just weight and dirt and coming undone. They say we fought for peace to come, but peace don't knock, just beats its drum. I saw a child with glassy eyes step on mines under open skies. They cleaned it up, erased the seam, built a base where screams had been. But even fresh poured concrete knows what waits beneath still softly grows. The earth eats what we leave, every vow we don't believe. It drinks the oil, the ash, the lies, and keeps the count, no flag denies. It don't forget, it don't forgive, it only learns what death will give.
You think war ends when the guns stop? Out here, war ends when the dirt has its fill.
Still wide, whispered names, the stars denied. No priest, no gun salute, no bed, just holes where warm hearts bled. We left helmets, notes, and bones, watches still set to Texas zones. And when I dream, I hear the ground singing soft with all they found. The earth eats what we leave, not with hate, but no reprieve. It holds the echoes, waiting proof that war don't end, it just goes smooth. We lay them down, forget their sound, but the earth still counts the mine.
Some names live forever beneath our feet. You ask what keeps me walking? Simple. I ain't got anywhere else to stop.
I don't pray no more, don't ask for signs. Ain't seen a savior past the mines. He said, just trust the chain of rank, but I've seen leaders break and blank. What's left when mission fades to blur? Just boots and dust and sweat and slur. I march not cause I know what's right, because it's wrong to sit and ride. I leave bootprints on the sun where angels burn and cowards run. Don't need no flag to raise above, just dirt and blood and brothers' love. I walk through fire, I walk alone, cause stillness turns a man to stone. I seen crews walk through gunfire slow, said I ain't fast, just won't let go. I watched Dan bleed but keep his laugh, as if each drop just cut a path. We ain't philosophers or saints, just men who move where silence paints, no sermons carved upon our chests, just scars beneath these withered vests. I leave blueprints on the sun where hope and logic come undone. No sermon left, no songs to sing, just one more hill, one more swing. We ain't the light, we ain't the crown, but we don't kneel and don't stay down. Falls. Some just keep falling forward. They told me war would end one day, but that ain't what the dead men say. So I keep walking through this land with ghost and dust and gun in hand. I've etched my soul in every track, no reason left to look back. The sun don't care if I survive, but still I stomp. Still I'm alive. I leave blueprints on the sun. Mercy melts and breath won't come. I walk for those who can't no more, for all who broke on heaven's door. I ain't got faith, I ain't got gun, but I still leave blueprints on the sun.
Wrote a letter in my mess kit lid, used a bullet for a pen like a kid. Told you I was fine, holding ground, but I left out the bodies I stepped around. Said the food was bad, but spirits high. Didn't say I watched my brother die. Didn't write about the dreams at night, where I scream but can't take flight. These are letters never sent. Too much truth, too little vent. You don't need to know the smell of flesh or how silence feels when death is fresh. So I fold a knee and hide the ink, let the dust read what I can't think. Wrote to mom about the stars out here. Didn't say I cry when they disappear. Said the captain's strong, morale is high, but I watched him drink and beg to die. Wrote to Jake about football games, skipped the parts where we burn names. Said I'd come back, maybe next fall, but hell don't care for plans at all. These are letters never sent, they ain't lies, just truth bent. I spare you weight, I can't unload, so I bleed them out and never fold. And no stamp, no seal, no second glance, just words that won't survive the chance.
You told me to write what I feel, but I'd rather you remember me smiling.
Wrote one once when Danny died, started dear Lord, then just cried. I keep them all in a duffel bag, beside the photos, boots and tags. One day they might get red or burn, but not by me. I've never learned how to speak the pain I know, so I just write and let it go. These are letters never sent, scribbled truths heaven bent. Maybe one day someone will see the parts of war that murdered me, but till then they'll stay unread like words I
They packed for 10, came back with 6. 3 confirmed, 1 buried quick, but 2 just vanished in the heat. No boots, no tags, no final beat, no signal flare, no dying sound, just silence staring at the ground. We asked command, they looked away, marked them pinned into this day. This one's for the ones who don't come back, no folded flag, no funeral track. Their photos fade on mother's wall, no last word, no final call, just dust where their story cracked. The ones who don't come back. We searched the ridge till stars grew cold, found spent shells and blood turned old, but nothing more, no face, no frame, just ground that never speaks a name. Some say they ran, some say they fell, some stories die, some never tell, but I still dream them in my tent, still write their names, still feel their scent. This one's for the ones who disappear, no voices left to echo here. No time to cry, no line to hold, just holes where stories went untold. A silence black, a sky gone black, for the ones who don't come back. Mothers still wait, their boots still sit by the door. Some ghosts don't knock. They say war takes what it must, but don't explain the missing dust. The gap between 2 names on stone, that space we leave alone. I light a smoke, I speak real low, like maybe someone here's below. No answers ever come, just wind, but I still call, like next of kin. This song's for the ones who float in gray, not dead, not here, just lost halfway. They haunt the breaks in every line, like static carved in combat time. They're gone but never off the track, the ones who don't come back. I still set their plate, just in case.
I came home in one piece, but not the same shape.
I keep a box beneath my bed with tags and notes and words unsaid. A folded flag they handed me, but that ain't what I brought back. See, I got grit where laughter used to sit, and ghosts that ride with every hit. Each night I kick off battered boots and pour out names like spilled out truths. I got ashes in my boots, dust from places no map routes. Can't clean them out, can't wash it clear. They talk but no one wants to hear. I didn't bring home medals or suits, just ashes in my boots. Mama said, son, you look okay. I smiled and lied the war away, but every creak and floorboard shift feels like a bomb, a blood-soaked gift. I walk slow, don't sleep much, too hard, drink too rough, but I remember who I left there. boots.
Every mile I walk here, they walk too. Just quieter.
I wear jeans stitched with red sand. Still got grit from that damn land. Could throw 'em out, could toss the past, but some weights just choose to last. So I lace 'em up and keep the pace. Talk to ghosts and hide my face, not from shame, but from the cost of keeping track of what I lost. I got ashes in my boots, and I don't need no new recruits. I ain't a hero, just a shell that walked through fire and caused it hell. I don't need words, I don't need suits, just space for ashes in my boots.
I walk softer now. Still, they walk with me.
Said there's peace for righteous men. Well, I ain't been right since God knows when. I crawled through blood, I've laughed through screams. I trade my soul for half these dreams. I seen the devil blink and run while I kept shooting at the sun. Ain't no sermon, no white lie, just me and dirt and endless night. Heaven don't take strays like me, no dog tag buys a holy key. I ain't earned no angel's grace, just scars on top, a rusted face. If there's a gate, it ain't unlocked for boots like mine, mud stained and marked. They say there's love for all who fall, but I ain't fell, I crawl, I mauled. I kept breathing through the stain while good men dropped, and I just think, why me, why now, why still? I walk with ghosts I didn't kill, but watched them fade, held their hand, too soaked in death to understand. Heaven don't take strays like us, born to burn and built to cuss. They save the sea for the clean and true, but we're stained down to the boots and blue. Ain't no preacher calling back the dogs who learn to bite, not crack. I ain't asking for redemption, just a place where I don't have to lie anymore. I lit candles with bloody hands, made my cross out of spent brass bands. The prayers don't stick to skin like mine, too torn, too thick, too steeped in time. I ain't asking for no wings, just maybe less of what this brings. If God's a man, he knows damn well some of us just learn war too well. Heaven don't take strays, I know they close that gate when killers show. So I'll just walk till
smoking myself.
Brick dust on my rifle grip, blood dried round my bottom lip. Sky gone gray from yesterday, staring west, but light don't stay. My squad's gone, names on broken walls, their echoes fade in hallway calls. But I'm still here, boots sunk in stone, one last stick, one match alone. The last cigarette in Fallujah burns slower than a prayer could do. You know, halo in this ash and flame, just silence where we screamed your name. If there's a God, he ain't come through, so I lit this smoke instead of you. I feel the heat, but not inside. Too many friends, too young to die. Saw Danny fall face to the sun. Didn't twitch, just came undone. He said, save me, but I just stared. My soul too cracked to even care. Now I light up with shaking hands and write his name in burnt out sand. The last cigarette in Fallujah don't fix nothing, but it'll fool you. For 3 drags I forget the sound of bombs that tore our world down. Asphalt soft where tears won't tread over boots that march the dead.
Feel less dead.
No letter home, no words to write, just ember glow in full daylight. I watch it fade, I watch it die, like every oath we left to lie. I flick the bud, it floats like prayer, lands where his dog tags used to wear. Then I rise, wipe dirt from skin. The war ain't done, but I begin. The last cigarette in Fallujah burned a hole I'll carry through you. A small red eye, an endless gray, where nothing righteous chose to stay. No anthem here, no marching band, just ash and open sand.
Lit it for the ones I lost, smoked it for the men I was.
They say time heals, but they ain't me. Still wake up from what I can't see. No bandage fits what's torn inside. No flag will fix the parts that died. I laugh with friends, I smile and nod, but truth still limps. Where I have trod, my ribs don't ache, my skin looks fine, but something broke I can't define. Not all wounds bleed, not all cuts show. Some dig too deep, too far below. You won't see them when I shake your hand, but they're louder than a marching band. No scream, no scar, no cry to heed, just the quiet truth. Not all wounds bleed. Stores, I pass through crowds, but in my head it's still too loud. A chair that's empty, boots unlaced, a face I can't replace, erased. I hold it in, I play it cool. Ain't no one wants to see a fool, but in the night behind closed eyes, I see the fire that never dies. Not all wounds bleed, not all pain screams. Some just haunt the in-between, between the man you were and are, between the burn and fading scar. They don't pour red, they don't recede, they just stay there. Not all wounds bleed. Buried things I'll never name, some with tags, some without shame, some in dirt, some in my chest, some I mourn, some I still guess. You won't see limbs, you won't see bone, but I've never once walked home alone. They walk with me, they live, they breathe in places where I never bleed. Not all wounds bleed, but they still kill. They just do it slow, they just stand still. They grow inside like roots in stone. They crack the heart, but not the bone. No color shown, no call to heed, but they're still